Bob MacGuffie, I'm sorry, and Jane D. Next.
Governor, this is a graph of the growth of government spending in Connecticut over the past 40 years or so, and particularly takes off after 1992 when the income tax went in. 3 months ago, the Jefferson-Jackson dinner, you referred to the Tea Party as barbarians at the wall. I'm a Tea Party activist. We don't like being lied to. We don't like being lied about. And that's what's happening in this state and in this country with us. I think it's very revealing that from over those walls, you ridicule hundreds of thousands of your constituents who simply want you to change the trajectory on this graph. And it's not happening. So you ridicule, a couple of things to say. You ridicule us while Connecticut is ranked as the worst run state in the nation by Barron's that did a ranking, and our public credit quality is equally as bad. Now, I mailed a response to those attacks that you made at that dinner against us, saying we're not interested in the economy, we don't care if it fails. All that nonsense, I gave a response to your office, and I heard nothing back. But in that response, included a challenge to come out and publicly debate us on these issues. And if you think the Tea Party is all wrong with our focus on spending, taxing, and regulations, come out and take us on. I'll be happy to debate you on that, anytime, any place, because we've heard just about enough of ridicule and disparagement of solid citizens of this state that want this government to get under control and off our backs.
All right, so then I'll look at the chart and calculate what average spending increase has been during my administration versus the 2 prior ones. All right? Number 1. Number 2, take the time to calculate how much we have reduced overall debt versus how much it grew under the last 2 governors. Because if you look at those 2 things, we can agree on certain things. But what we don't agree on is pretty broad as well. For instance, I believe that there is climate change and that we're experiencing it pretty broadly in the state of Connecticut and have from the day that I got elected. I gave you your time.
And the answer, the bottom line of that is more taxes, right? At the end?
No,
climate change? No, it's not.
No.
That's what it's all
No,
about.
it's a cleaner environment where there's less carbon in the air.
Right.
That's where we should go. Now, I happen to believe that citizens need to have insurance. That no person should fail to get a mammogram because they can't afford it. Or they shouldn't.
Listen, I think that kid should have his college paid for too, but it isn't going to happen. And it's not the state's role.
I want to make sure.
So let
me
you made some points, so I'm going to make my points. I tried to be respectful.
But they're straw man points.
Okay.
But there's other questions. I really mean it. I'm worried about mine. If I signed up, am I going to get called upon? I hope so.
So listen.
Wait a minute. Hope so. I didn't come to sit here for a hope so. I came early. I arrived. I signed up, and I would like to be called. I have an important issue. It's not controversial.
You might get it. You might get it. And if not, I'll talk to you.
Please do, Governor, because I work for you.
I would sure.
We can't do it in 2 minutes
So listen,
here.
let me just point out
anybody's time.
Let me just
be happy to do a debate with you, Governor, at any
All
time.
right, can I wrap that up?
I allowed you to make your points. I started to make my points, and you won't let me make them. So I'm not sure a debate with you would be very successful as well. But it's good to see you. Thank you very much.